Welcome everyone, Josh here from BrickT, and today we're checking out the final day of the Avengers Advent Calendar. That's right, it's day 24, it's Christmas Eve. So I hope everyone's excited for what tomorrow is going to bring, but let's take a look and see what we get today. Now I think there's only one set left that I've seen that I can hope to get today, so let's see which one it is. Oh, it's really in there. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's take a closer look. So just as I thought, we are getting the Infinity Stones today, but it looks like they actually included a bigger version of the Infinity Gauntlet as well. So let's just get it open. Now, of course, we do get all 6 of the Infinity Stones. We actually get 4 copies of each of them as well, which is going to be nice in case you happen to lose any, but we still have enough to go into the Gauntlet and into the tree from yesterday. Now, included in the stones, of course, we've got the Mind Stone, Time Stone, and Space Stone, as well as the Power Stone, Reality Stone, and Soul Stone. And we get a couple of pegs as well, because you can actually mount it into the glove, into the base there. But let's just get these ones off and get them onto the Gauntlet. Now first we'll take a look at the Infinity Gauntlet without any of the stones attached to it, and you can see it's definitely a lot larger than the one we got with Thanos, maybe a little bit too large for the average minifigure, but I like that we get a larger version of it, because of course Thanos is supposed to be a larger character, so it makes sense to have the gauntlet a little bit bigger, especially since they found a way to mount small gemstones into it. Now this one, even though it's a little larger, it does look great, and it does match the look of the Infinity Gauntlet really well. So if we bring in the Infinity Stones and supercharge the Gauntlet, of course you'll see just how colorful it becomes. And I love the look that this gives to the set overall. You can kind of feel the energy of all of those stones in the Gauntlet. And I was actually quite surprised to see that they did include a Gauntlet with this set today. I was thinking we might just be getting the stones themselves, but I'm happy that they added the Gauntlet to go with it as well. So we still get something interesting on the last day, not just a pack of gemstones. But let's bring back in the Christmas tree from yesterday, done up with all of these stones attached to it as well. So it does add a lot of color and a lot of flair to the tree itself. Now, we do get more than enough spaces for all of the stones, plus a few extra spaces. So you can actually use some of those extra stones and mount them on the tree as well. So you can just pick your favorite stone or your favorite color and add a few more onto the tree as well. Now, the Infinity Gauntlet does wrap up our Advent Calendar, this being the last day, day 24. But let's take a look back at some of the previous sets and previous builds and set a couple scenes and then take a look at some of the sets together for you guys. So after getting a chance to kind of reflect and take a look back at all the different sets we got in the Advent Calendar, not too bad actually overall with the like holiday and kind of Christmas theming versus the Avengers theming. Of course, very heavily into the Avengers theming, but that's what you wanted. It's the Avengers Advent Calendar. Now, if I had to pick a downside or two, it might just be partly in the builds that we did get. We got one early on, which was the barbecue, which I would have loved to see that replaced with something a little bit more meaningful from the Marvel Universe. Some of the other ones were great, like the wrapping station and workstations. I would have loved to see a couple more of those, maybe so you can build more of a kind of set for it. But some of the other builds we got, like the Helicarrier and the Quinjet, even Dummy was a great addition to this Advent calendar. Now, the only other downside I can point to is in the minifigures. Not that we didn't get some great minifigures in the set, I was just expecting a few different minifigures based on the box art. I figured we might be getting like a Captain America or even a Hulk, but of course Hulk's a bigger figure, so it's maybe hard to fit him into the Avengers Advent calendar. But other than that, we did get some great minifigures in the set today, and I mean, we did get the Iron Snowman as well as the Hulkbuster done up in a mini form. So I mean, who can complain? That's a great addition to the Advent calendar. But let me know your thoughts below on the Avengers Advent Calendar from 2021. Would you have liked to see a couple of different minifigures or a couple of different builds, or maybe just some changes to some of the builds? Leave that below and make sure you guys like and subscribe and get that bell on so then you can stay up to date whenever we release our next video. Now, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and hopefully everyone has a safe holiday. And thank you for joining along, especially if you've been following since the beginning of the month. We had a lot of fun opening up this Advent calendar, and hey, maybe we'll have to do it again next year. Now, before Santa shows up, just be sure to tell everyone that you just got bricked.